Freddy Peralta has numbers that match a true ace and is making a serious argument to be an all-star this season. The Brewers may not have had the start they wanted as a team, but they still find themselves in the middle of the playoff race. But could they still trade their top starter? Freddy Peralta is having a career year, a 2.6 ERA over a strikeout per inning, and tossing 83 innings through his starts. He's healthy, affordable at just $8 million, and even under club control for 2026. That's a lot of value. There's not too many pitchers like that at this trade deadline. Milwaukee keeps hanging around with Chicago in the Central and is even closer in the wild card race. Recently, they've been playing good baseball and some arms are returning, but are they real contenders or better off selling? Well, that question may not even matter for the initial question. We've seen the Brewers sell Josh Hader while they were leading the Central by 3 games back in 2022. Now, even if the Brewers stay in the race, here are the reasons to move Peralta. Peak value. He's arguably the top starting trade chip in the National League due to affordable control and performance. This is how the Brewers work. Milwaukee is cashing on stars like Hader, Burns, and Williams instead of riding with them until free agency. The pitching depth. Prospects like Logan Henderson are waiting for the call again, and Mizorowski just received the call, having an incredible debut. Tobias Myers is down in AAA, and Woodruff and Cortez will be back soon too. All this gives the crew flexibility to move pitchers like Peralta or others. The team did just trade Savali because of this. Who would be the suitors? Well, just about every contending team can use starting pitching, especially one as talented and cheap as Freddy Peralta. But not so fast. Some argue Peralta won't be traded without a blockbuster offer. He's the only Brewers who stayed healthy all season, logged as many innings as he has, and anchors the rotation. Plus, keeping him is smart, both short-term to win now and long-term heading into 2026. The first scenario is the Brewers, well, they keep their ace. They keep Peralta and they let it ride. They'd already trade Savali and they could go and trade another vet like Quintana, keeping Peralta, and they push for playoff contention. Scenario B is the Brewers decide to sell him. Regardless how they're doing as a team, they lean on their younger arms and others who don't have as much value, trade Peralta for a haul of prospects, and see what happens in the second half. So what's the answer? Should the Brewers trade Peralta? It all comes down to where they stand in mid-July. If they're still in the wildcard hunt, he stays and they push for it. If they are in contention, then the team may have learned from the Hader trade and they just don't want to repeat that. It also just recently came out that Freddie's looking for an extension with the team, and there just hasn't been much progress. He's going to get 9 figures, and that most likely won't come from Milwaukee. My take, they probably will hold on to him until they get an elite offer. Nobody wants to trade the ace of your staff unless it's franchise alternate value, which maybe it could be. Knowing they won't re-sign him at the end of next season, I'd expect there to be a very legitimate shot he doesn't see next opening day in Milwaukee.